The Institute of Civil Funerals, established in 2004, is a member-based organisation which, as its name suggests, focuses solely on funerals. When you choose one of our celebrants, you can rest assured that the focus will be entirely on your loved one and your family's wishes. Please continue listening, as some of our members explain who they are and what they do best.
So hi, my name's Jenny Byrne. I am a civil funeral celebrant and I cover Surrey, West London and parts of Middlesex. So I've been a celebrant now for almost 4 years, and I started actually working as a celebrant during COVID. So about 4 years now.
Well, I'm Chris Howe and I cover Mid Devon, North Devon and South Somerset. When I started, celebrancy in this country had hardly been heard of. Unfortunately, I lost my wife to cancer, and I decided for her funeral that I would arrange and conduct as much of her service as I could, and I did exactly that.
I'm Dion Henry. I cover the northwest of England. I've been a celebrant for 7 months. And the reason why I became a celebrant is because it was a full circle event for me. My background's in psychiatric social work. I do palliative social work and end-of-life and bereavement care. So for me, it just made sense to, as an evolution, to be able to support people in, support families and to honour those who are deceased.
To be accepted as a member of the IOCF, our celebrants must prove that they have achieved a Level 3 diploma in funeral celebrancy as a minimum requirement.
And did you feel that you needed training before starting out?
Oh God, yes.
Oh, most definitely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes. I think training's essential. So my name is Carol Patton, and I'm in my 6th year of being a celebrant now. And basically it started because I'd written my mother's life story before she actually died. And so when she did die and we had a ceremony for her, we were able to use what I'd written, although we had a celebrant as well to help us through. You may think that you've got all the skills in the world, but actually when it comes to it, it's really helpful to have all that expertise and insight and opportunity to talk to other people while you're doing training.
My name is David Alexander. I live in Bristol and I work as a civil funeral celebrant in and around Bristol. I was trained by people called Civil Ceremonies, who are based up in Burton Latimer in North Hants. Through them I trained for a diploma in funeral celebrancy. And it was great. It was a really good experience.
Well, I'm Chris Knight and I'm based in South Derbyshire, between Ashby-de-la-Zouch and Burton-on-Trent, and I cover the crematoriums of Bretby, the 2 Derby crematoriums, Lichfield and also Alfreton. Well, I've been a celebrant for 8.5 years, and I decided to become a celebrant with the other skills I'd gained in life, and that was after dinner speaking and also being a Rotarian. I trained with Civil Ceremonies Limited. I did 14 modules at home, went to work at the crematorium for 2 or 3 days, and then the residential course and took the final examination, which is OCN 3.
Our celebrants provide only the highest standards of support to families going through one of the hardest times of their lives. Our members take pride in the work they do with bereaved families, listening, guiding, and offering suggestions to help create the funeral ceremony that the family wishes for their loved one.
What does your work as a funeral celebrant mean to you?
It means very much. It's something that I'm hugely proud of. The public tend just to see the chap behind a lectern for 20-30 minutes. what goes on before that, gaining the confidence of the family, finding out as much as you can about the family and the deceased, all the research, and then putting that research into a service that means something for the family. At the end of it, I know that I've done the best for them, and that's very satisfying.
I feel it's my legacy, if you like. It's something good that will continue to have ripples long after I'm not here. You only get one chance to get a funeral, right? And it's someone's most precious person in the whole world. So being able to give them that gift of being able to say, when they can't find their own voice, to say what it is they feel about their loved one is a tremendous privilege. And it means a massive amount to me to be able to do that for other people.
Two of the biggest achievements in life is birth and death. So we remember birth, but sometimes death has a different kind of memory. So I think for me, it's curating rather than creating good memories.
The ceremonies our members lead can include traditional elements such as hymns, music, prayers, poetry and tributes, but more importantly, they can include anything that the family wishes. It can be held in a place of the family's choosing at a variety of locations.
What's the most unusual funeral ceremony you've led?
One that certainly stands out in my mind is having the whole family and some of the congregation up dancing in the crematorium chapel to Lionel Richie's "Dancing on the Ceiling." That was a very special moment. It was a favourite of their mother who died, and they felt this was a great way to celebrate her, and it really got everybody going. It was a great moment.
The most unusual ceremony, I think, was for a gentleman who had been a professional ringmaster for Billy Smart's circus. And everyone that attended was encouraged to either dress in their circus costumes, and as he was a huge fan of the Rocky Horror Show, to dress up as if they were going to the Rocky Horror Show. And the coffin was led in by the congregation dancing to the time warp. Not the normal sort of thing you would see at a North Devon crematorium, but it's what he and his partner and family wanted.
At the IOCF, we promote and foster only the highest standards for practicing funeral celebrants, which in turn provides nothing but the best for bereaved families. The IOCF is the first organisation of its kind to be established in the UK, and for 20 years, we've proudly upheld the standard of funeral celebrancy and care that your loved ones and families deserve. The Institute of Civil Funerals, setting the national standard.